Alright. I know you can't really see my face. I guess I can back this up some. Let me scoot back some. I'm trying to get... Well, I'm going to stay on my mat, but we're back on the Homelite ST-185 weed whacker. I put the plug out of the 2-cycle tiller in it, and the reason why it wasn't starting was because it was flooded real bad. It's only got one hole that goes for fuel line for the carburetor. I don't know where the other line goes. There's a little loop thingy bracket that the old one was through. I'm just gonna I guess I could have left that one there. Well, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the carburetor off enough to where I can get the let's see, hopefully I have a primer bulb for it. But apparently none of them, I don't have the right size tool. Oh, finally something. Okay, so my Allen wrenches, I do have the right tools, so I don't even know why I put this. There we go. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. I just need to get this cover out of my way. This here. I figured I'm going to start with the primer bulb just in case I don't have the one. I got like 3 or 4 of them. Now, what I'm going to do for fuel line is I'm going to run the full length of the fuel line in the gas tank, but I'm not putting the filter on it till this thing is solid running. I don't want to waste, because it's my last. Now, if I had other filters, then well, yeah. But out of all the weed eaters that I've worked on so far, none of them really was promising. I'm hoping I'm not pulling the carburetor yet. Oh, I'm pulling it to fix the primer bulb, but I'm not going through it yet. The reason being is if it's good enough, I'm trying to get it to run, and if it's clean enough inside, because this thing wasn't stored outside. And by looking at it, it looks not bad from the outside. What kind of cleaned it. Oh, I brought the wrong tool down. I need a screwdriver now. I mean, not that that one came in handy. So there is not... Okay, so that gasket's still in good shape. That's another reason why I'm not wanting to clean it. Because, you know, I had a... This is a nice carburetor. This is when weed eaters had adjustments on carburetors. Like there's in the new ones don't, really. I was going to work outside of the shed today till the sun came back out of the clouds. Supposed to get isolated thunderstorms or stray showers thunderstorm possible today. I don't know. I don't remember. I looked earlier this morning. It's about probably about 12:30ish now. Monday afternoon. I did hear this thing run and die. Should I? Nah. Just put the primer on. Got my stash of carburetors here. Is it the little primer bulb? I guess I got a little one here. Probably the little one. I think it is. Let's see. Yep, it's the little one. Only little one I got. I'll figure out how it goes on. I'm not a weed whacker, 2-cycle weed eater. I'm not really a weed eater. I don't think this primer bulb is going to fit. Because apparently it's not wanting to go on. Big primer bulb actually fits better on the actual carburetor, but it won't fit through the hole. Well, just how to get the old one out. So there's going to be a chance that I'm not going to be able to make this go. Right now I'm comparing carburetors, even though I can't use any of my spare ones. This one's off. This is the Chinese one for the Chinese one has, this one has a small one on it. You still got to get the carburetor for the weed whacker, the tiller done. So after I get this done, if this succeeds, I got to put fuel lines on it, which I'll probably clean the fuel tank, get all that crap out of there. You can tell this thing's been used, is the gas tank is gone and turned color. It's like a dark orange color. But I'm not going to go any further on this if this primer doesn't work. I guess if that doesn't work, maybe strip it down and try to get the coil out of it and see if it'll fit the John Deere wherever that's at. Oh, yeah, it's over there. Apparently, I got one more screw left in this. Come on, bastard. Should have one more carburetor floating around. So, I gotta get a blower, leaf blower running. So, we're gonna have videos on that too. Because if you're just now tuning in, we haven't watched any of my other videos. About 2 weeks ago from, actually today, my shed was busted into and shot up. It's actually the same size. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can just force it on. Probably not. Because this primer bulb fits through here perfect. I don't know. Huh? Let's just, I guess, nothing to do but try to screw it on. I think that's how it goes on. And they stole my gas can. Well, my father-in-law's 5-gallon gas can, which it had about half left. And someday last week in one of my, I think when we did the Pollen ProLink weed eater, when I dug that out, I realized that I had 2 backpack blowers in here. They're gone. Both ran. Yeah, they took those too. Apparently this is going to work. I think this is the next step. After I get this back together, we'll clear the gas tank. Gonna just clear the gas tank out. I'm hoping, I really need better luck at getting this thing running. I hope this one just goes. Makes popping sounds. Guess I could have used that other one, but could be making that weird sound if you didn't hear that because I don't have all the screws in. Oh, 11 minutes. Perfect. Okay, so the primer's on the bottom, and I really got to get our grass cut. I got coming up cutting grass at the shop, and I mean I might be able to get the newer home light to run long enough to do some, but there's a lot at the shop to weed whack. So I'm looking for a weed whacker that is 100%, I could come to the shed and be like, you know what, I got a weed whack today. I want to be able to get the weed whacker out and then just say, oh, well, I'd pull it like, I don't know, 100 times and then not starting them. Oh, I can't, No, I'm not trying to do all that. I gotta find the cover to this. Okay, so I think this goes here. So always using 1/8. That's the size Nikki I was using. Let's see. Get the filter out. Get that filter out. We'll set those up there with y'all. See, I think that's all I need out of here. I guess I could have put this used one in it. Like I said, I'm not putting the fill filter on until I know 100%. Ooh. Yeah, she's got some crud in there. Still makes that popping sound. But the primer bulb is working because it's sucking in I can feel it sucking in my finger. Well, let's get this crap out of the gas tank here. I'm just gonna there's the old filter. Well, apparently the gas tank still has stuff in it. Apparently. You might see the handle. Yeah. It's still got crud in it. Okay. Bear with me, the phone had fallen. Gas tank seems to be cleared enough for me to move on to the next step. Like foot wake up some, I gotta go get a tool now. Then I still gotta put the spark plug in. Like I said, I do not know. Oh, I see where the filter thing box cover is. Once we get that in, if it runs like you top, then we'll put this filter in. As actually, that filter actually goes to the newer home light. Now the liquid that was in the gas tank was just pure oil. Get in and get my snip. And I'm going to use the Black & Decker tools today. Scooch back just a hair. Okay. The hard part is the hole for the fuel line is on the opposite side from the fuel cap. I definitely really do not see a hole for the return line. That line is put in. It might be too much. I'm going to snip it, get a little extra. Snip it there. I do not keep my fuel line in the shed so it doesn't get hot. I scooted back some and you still can't see my face. Always make a tip. Let's see, let's measure it again. I made it long enough to where I could pull it out of the tank. But this hole in this tank is a little more wider. It's more open. There's no way I'm going to be able to get... There's no way I'm going to be able to get a tool in there. Some weed whackers are easier to do. Some are just a pain in the ass, and this is about both. Line's going in. No issues. I guess just put it in. I mean, it's going in very easily. Now I just got to, like I said, I just gonna find a way to get. Just gonna be able to get in my that. I got a little wire. The fuel line is on. Don't want to go any more than that. Pull some up. Back up. I still think there's another hole somewhere. But, alright. Fuel line is, both fuel lines are connected. Now, I just gotta oh, this has got a magnet on it. Ha! We got it. Right now, we're just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave that extra on there. That way. We're gonna use the NGK BP M7Y spark plug, because that's the one that it ran on. That's the one that goes in the tiller. The original plug, if I can find it, is a wee little bitty thing. It's a Champion DJ7Y. We cleaned it up Saturday. Was it Friday? It's Saturday, and it still wouldn't spark with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of thread it into the tiller so it's got a one. And we're gonna clean up our tools here. Then we're gonna take her outside. See if she'll go. Put some dinosaur cocktail in it. Eventually I'm gonna have to fix the kill switch. Apparently, sounds like the wife is coming. Alright, well, I guess let's take her outside. Motherfucker. Well, keep your ears out. We're getting fuel. Choke. Oh, spark plug wire. Choke. Throttle. Alright, here we go. heard it pop. See. Sorry about the phone. Alright. Apparently, you pull the plug. Yeah, it's flooded. Let me see. It's not sucking fuel in. Check for not compression. Sucked in my thumb. This might be a ooh. Gonna have to stand up now. Well, that then concludes me making a mess. I don't know where that red shirt is. There it is. No, that's not it. So, what you just... Oh, there's the red shirt. Now this thing don't want to stay up. Head in its place. What you just saw, it looks like it did suck in fuel, or change fuel lines maybe. Alright, I think I just had them backwards. Now it's squirting gas out of that one hole, that one line. I still don't understand why it's doing that. Well, let's try it again. Choke it. We got a full primer. Whew. That return line's got to go into the fuel tank. Unless that hole doubles as a... Alright guys, I gotta close up. It's getting too hot for me right now. And I gotta walk away from it. Oh guys, there you got it. There's that home light. I only got it fired twice. No, that'd be the 5th time it fired. I'm gonna have to pull the carburetor. Not gonna be today, just because it's starting to get too hot for me. But I am gonna leave my carburetors out here. I reversed the fuel lines on it, and that seemed to sort of fix the fuel problem. The return line just squirts all over the ground. She's definitely flooded. She floods out too easily. She floods out too easily, so we'll just let that cook. Well, there you have it, guys. I got to go in, cool off, get a drink. Not much else to really do about it. In this video, we just got the Home Light series, or the Home Light ST 185. We got the fuel lines on it and primer bulb and the tank cleaned out, and it's just sucking in fuel. I'm gonna have to, I might wait and try again, maybe like in a week, or maybe this Friday. I'll come back out, put a plug in it, and yank the rope a few times without priming it and see if it'll bark off. You know, if it doesn't, then I'll have to definitely pull that carburetor. Primer bulb is full of fuel. I don't understand. This might be a dud too. Along with that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one that runs out of all of them the best would be the newer Home Light, but some days I can run and I can weed whack everything. Other days it's like I try to start it like, oh, what the hell? It ran fine last time I used it. And really want to get that John Deere running. So thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one.